All right, well, happy Thursday to all of you. Man, I hope your week is going amazingly. Hey, let's dive into day 4 of our devotional series, Death of Children, Pleasure of Men. We've been talking about the spirit of Molech. That is the death of children for passion, pleasure, purposes of men, or prosperity of men. Today, what we're going to talk about on the tail end of that is how we can embrace holiness in a culture of self-indulgence. Let's look at 1 Corinthians 6:20. It's what it says. It says, "You were bought at a price, therefore honor God with your bodies." This is a powerful reminder that Paul speaks against the modern pull towards self-indulgence and the pursuit of pleasure that can conflict with God's call to holiness. Embracing purity and self-discipline allows us to honor God and walk in freedom from the subtle influences that can compromise our commitment to God over time. When we guard our lives and minds, we cultivate a life that reflects God's holiness and intention for us. Truth of the matter is, we live in a world that often promotes pleasure and self-preservation over God's standards of holiness. The spirit of Molech persuades society to focus on personal gratification, often leading to harmful choices and behaviors. God calls us to be alert and of sober mind in 1 Peter 5:8, and to reject anything that could open the door to compromise or demonic influence. Living a life of holiness means seeking purity in our thoughts, actions, and intentions. By honoring God's principles, we counter the pull towards self-indulgence and safeguard ourselves and our loved ones from the influence of spiritual forces that desire to devour, influence, or persuade us. That's what I want you to do today. Examine your lifestyle and identify any habits that may be allowing negative influences or even demonic influences into your life, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Commit to replacing these actions with things that bring you closer to God, such as daily prayer, Bible study, joining together in community with other believers, or even worship. Let me close in a word of prayer with you. Father, would you guide us in the path of holiness? Help us to recognize when we are tempted to stray from your ways and your word, and give us the strength to resist the temptation of the enemy and our own self-indulgences. Keep us vigilant and grounded in your truth, so that we may live in a way that honors you. In Jesus' name, amen. A couple quick questions before you go. Where in your life do you feel the pull towards self-indulgence over holiness? Maybe take some time to list those things out and figure out ways to combat those or remove them from your life. Second, how can you remain vigilant against the subtle influences that promote compromise over time? Well, today I pray that you will be alert and of sober mind, as we are reminded in 1 Peter 5:8, that you will continue to pursue holiness and righteousness over self-indulgence. And I pray that God leads you on that path and puts people around you that can help you in that as well. Hey, I pray you'll join me for the final day. We're going to look at how we can stand firm in God's truth. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.